Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
Hi everyone, my name is Shiny and I'm a final year MBA student at TAPME.
My name is Rashmi and I'm a second year student at TAPME.
Hi everyone, my name is Siddharth Kashyap. I'm 27 years old from Bangalore and a second year student at TAPME.
The Young Leaders program is a very prestigious program that gives second year students a cross specialization to undertake an executive internship with a C-suite business leader. The selection committee consists of the institute's director and all heads of department along with other senior faculty members. And what they essentially look for is an individual with a consistently good academic record, and overall personality and critical thinking capabilities. So the process basically consisted of an initial shortlisting round that was based on our CGPAs at the end of term 2, and post which we were asked to submit an SOP explaining why we would be a good fit for the program. And this was then followed by a few more rigorous screening procedures that involved an interview also with the panel.
So what Accenture did is it tested all the participants for over a span of 3 months at various stages. So the round 1 initially began with an Accenture quiz, post which we went on to do a simulation round which covered all aspects that we are taught in engineering, from finance to marketing to HR. Everything was involved in it, and ultimately at the end we had to give a small video regarding a solution, a problem statement that was thrown to us. At any given point of time, there were any 2 problem statements that a team could choose. So we had a choice to choose between an operations problem and an HR problem, and our team chose the operations problem. So we came up with an analysis that involved most macroeconomic trends as well as situation-oriented results. We got selected from that round and we eventually made it to the finals. Along this journey, our professors helped us tremendously on our way. And ultimately, the challenge, which was hosted in Bangalore, saw the top 10 teams across reputed institutes. We had the head of blockchain, we had the head of HR, all of these stalwarts, industry stalwarts were amongst the panelists, and we were declared as the winners. And a personal feedback that was given to our team was how well-rounded we were when it came to our approach.
TAPME Achievers Club, or TAC as it is known by many, is an exclusive club for students for their exceptional contribution to the institute. I think along the way, my team and I, so Shiny, Dhruv, and I began as a team, and we're still a team. And we participated in quite a lot of competitions, won quite a lot of them. And the basic idea was to figure out a way where we could transfer the classroom learning into the real world. And the easiest way for us to do that was through these competitions, which tested us on a variety of different topics and real world business cases. So TAPME has the largest Bloomberg lab in the country with over 16 terminals. So it was very important for us to ensure that everybody uses it to its full potential. First thing that comes to mind when you speak of any B school in the country or across the world is the college clubs, right? Because it's like your family away from your family, and it's just a group of people who are trying to do really cool things and trying to break barriers. And it could be anything. I mean, so TAPME itself has about 25 plus committees and forums which engage in different kinds of activities. So right from the consulting club, we have a sustainability club as well. We have a club that organizes the cultural festival in the college. We have something very interesting called Brands Camp. It teaches you a lot about camaraderie. It teaches you a lot about working as a group. I've been a member of the competitions committee of TAPME, which aims to promote the spirit of competitiveness across the entire college, motivating and encouraging people to participate and do well across B school and corporate competitions. That's just one part of what we do. We also host a lot of events and competitions which mirror the competitions that actually happen in the outside world, to ensure that the students of TAPME are ready to go out and win laurels for the institute.
It is one of India's largest market research fairs, and it has a very unique way of collecting consumer responses, which is through disguised games. So, as a project coordinator, I was responsible for things like understanding and analyzing business needs of the customers by calling them up or communicating over mail, including corporate clients, and performing pre-sales and sales activities. And then there was lead generation, there was project acquisition, closing a deal, all of that. Then we were responsible for formulating research designs, maintaining and servicing corporate relations.
So I was a part of TJEF. Now TJEF is better known as the Journal of Economics and Finance at TAPME, and this is the brainchild of our director, Mr. Madhuvir Raghavan. So he had started this as an initiative to promote the knowledge of economics, finance amongst the students of TAPME, so they were better equipped to one, definitely present their thoughts, have an opinion. Before I came to TAPME, I've always been a marketing and sales person, never really interested in finance, borderline very scared of the subject. But initially on in our campus, when we had classes, we had to walk up that slope and come all the way, and sharp at 9 o'clock, classes used to begin by 9:15, and sharp at 9 o'clock, the mail would buzz with a TJEF mail. And that was when I really started getting interested, because for people who are scared of the subject, or for people who do not really know about what is happening around, our seniors had made an excellent one-pager format where they would scour over different news articles, different journals, and bring to us 3 very pointed snippets of the news today. And I started building my interest in these topics from that one pager.
My internship experience, I think interestingly, I've had the opportunity of doing, except Marketing Weekly, actually 2 internships, one summer and the other winter one, which is ongoing. And interestingly, all these internships had different roles and responsibilities, with the only point of commonality being that they were all related in some way or the other to marketing. So my summer internship was at a firm called Growth Hackers Digital. It's a 5-year-old startup that's headquartered in Bangalore. And although my internship was a completely virtual one, and it was centered largely around digital marketing and strategy, I had complete hands-on experience on search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and there are things like keyword research, digital strategy formulation, all of that. And it proved to be really, really helpful, because now I get to implement those learnings now in my projects, in my coursework, in competition, etc. My winter internship, which is currently ongoing, is more of a live project come winter internship with ITC, and that started about a fortnight ago. So this is my first stint with anything that is related to FMCG sales. And it is very eye-opening in terms of the ground level realities of things like distribution, retailing, outlet fill rate, etc.
So I had the opportunity to intern with Future Generali, and Future Generali is an insurance giant, and they have 2 divisions. One is life insurance and the other one is general insurance. So I was interning with the general insurance department, and believe me, I will not say this just for the sake of it, but I had the opportunity of being mentored by an excellent lady. She's the CMO of Generali, and she was extremely kind and gracious. And I think the biggest asset, like learning will happen in an internship. That's completely a student's onus about how much they want to take on and what kind of exposure are they expecting. But I think what is equally important is having people on the other side of the table who take your internship as seriously as you do. And for me, I was very, very fortunate.
I was in Deloitte Consulting. So I was working in the SAP cost center. My project was basically around robotic process automation and figuring out use cases in the market for it. So it covered a lot of different streams coming in, because I had to sort of go to the very bottom to understand what exactly was the problem in the industry, and then figure out a use case for it and try to come up with a feasible solution for it.
When we came to TAPME, we I at least knew about the rigor of an MBA program, because I was told that a lot of times that it's not easy peasy, it's going to be very hectic. You have to know how to strike a balance. But honestly, I think the first semester it's a make or break situation. There are a lot of things happening, and given regardless of whether one is a fresher or whether one has work experience, nobody is hit with a like a hurricane like that, the kind of experience that you have in your first semester. I think that's the only time where you really need to find your own and not give in on succumb to the pressures around you. I think the way that one can really strike a balance is that when you get up in the morning each day, just make a list of what needs to be done today. Don't think about tomorrow, don't plan until a week, just take one day at a time and get work done, and believe me, the time just flies pretty soon.
So what worked for me was the fact that I realized very early on in the program that I am not meant or I'm not cut out for a few subjects. For example, I barely understood costing or finance or accounting and operations. All these things I was weak at. So I realized that very early on, and I assured myself that this is not really my cup of tea, and hence I channelized all my energy towards subjects that I normally scored well in. The second thing that actually worked for me was having a study group of people who had complementary skill sets or skill sets complementary to mine. So I teamed up with people who were good with commerce, finance, economics to teach me all that stuff. And in return, if they wanted help in all these engineering subjects and statistics and let's say marketing or OB, which I was good at, I used to help them with that.
The first 1.5 months when I landed at Manipal was like this, this mythical sort of city, and you go there and it's a different vibe and all of that. And I was like, yeah, dude, let's just go there and let's see what's going to happen. Let's just not try to fight anything, and let's just be part of the entire ride. But then I picked up very quickly. My friends were really important to me, and the relationships that I had in the campus, even with the professors. We had a very strong relationship with many professors in the campus who were extremely friendly, and all of them had an open door policy. You didn't really have to set up a meeting and go to them. So for me, college life was very, very important and something that I really cherish. And I really, really just want to go back to campus.
So one should definitely take a part in joining this rich legacy of TAPME, because truly and honestly, we have an absolutely marvelous director with faculty and staff that are extremely supportive and encouraging, and everyone here wants every single individual to perform to the best of their ability.
Join TAPME if you wish to be a part of a great legacy that's been there for the past close to 30 years. We've got great faculty, we've got a very supportive alum base, rock solid.
Why you should join TAPME is because it's going to be the best 2 years of your life, and you're going to see a lot of people like the three of us in this video. And by the way, it's located in Manipal, so I'm not going to say anything more.